Привет, друзья! Сегодняшний глагол look выглядеть, посматривать, посмотреть. Present infinitive. I look, you look, he looks, she looks, it look, we look, you look, they look. Present perfect. I have looked, you have looked, he has looked, she has looked, it has looked, we have looked, you have looked, they have looked. Present continuous. I am looking, you are looking, he is looking, she is looking, it is looking, we are looking, you are looking, they are looking. Present perfect continuous. I have been looking, you have been looking, he has been looking, she has been looking, it has been looking, we have been looking, you have been looking, they have been looking. Past infinitive. I looked, you looked, he looked, she looked, it looked, we looked, you looked, they looked. Past continuous. I was looking, you were looking, he was looking, she was looking, it was looking, we were looking, you were looking, they were looking. Past perfect. I had looked, you had looked, he had looked, she had looked, it had looked, we had looked, you had looked, they had looked. Past perfect continuous. I had been looking, you had been looking, he had been looking, she had been looking, it had been looking, we had been looking, you had been looking, they had been looking. Future infinitive. I will look, you will look, he will look, she will look, it will look, we will look, you will look, they will look. Future continuous. I will be looking, you will be looking, he will be looking, she will be looking, it will be looking, we will be looking, you will be looking, they will be looking. Future perfect. I will have looked, you will have looked, he will have looked, she have looked, she will have looked, it will have looked, we will have looked, you will have looked, they will have looked. Future perfect continuous. I will have been looking, you will have been looking, she will have been looking, he will have been looking, it will have been looking, we will have been looking, you will have been looking, they will have been looking. Conditional. Infinitives. To look, to have looked, to be looking, to have been looking. Спасибо за внимание.